What if we are asked to find the derivative of a constant function? What differentiation rule should we use? If that happens, we will actually make use of what we call as the constant rule, which states that if f of x is equal to c, where c is a constant, then the derivative of f of x is always equal to 0. There is no need for you to solve kapag constant ang given at pinapahanap ang derivative, automatically ang sagot ay 0. So on our previous lesson, when we were asked to find the derivative of f of x equals 9, there is no need for us to do such a long process or a lengthy process to find the derivative. It's automatically equal to 0. So, ano ba yung example ng constant? Constant, yung mga numbers. What else? Yung mga symbols that has a constant equivalent. What's an example for that? Pi. Pi is always equal to 3.1416. Now, let's apply the constant rule on some examples. So, for example, we are given f of x equals 15. And we are asked to find its derivative. And as you could see, f of x equals 15 is a constant function, which means that we could make use or we can apply the constant rule. So instead of finding the derivative using the definition, we can just simply write the derivative of f of x is equal to 0. Yun lang. Wala ka nang isosolve. Automatic siya. Okay, let's try another example. What if we're given g of x is equal to negative 3/5? Uh-oh, it's a negative and it's a fraction. Although the second example looks scarier than the first example because of the fact that this is a fraction, we could actually find the derivative of this function easily because this function is still a constant function. So, ibig sabihin, pwede pa rin natin gamitin ang constant rule. So, that means the derivative of g of x is still the same. 0 pa rin, kagaya nung example natin kanina. Okay? Now, subok tayo ng iba pang examples. So, what if h of x naman? H of x is equal to 7 pi. Oh no! May pi na. Kanina fractions lang, ngayon may pi na. But then again, as I've mentioned on the discussion of constant, diba, si pi is a constant. Bakit siya constant? Kasi palagi siyang equal to 3.1416. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, we can still make use of the constant rule for this. So, ang derivative ng h of x is still equal to 0. O, diba? Kay dali-dali lang. Mukha lang yung nakakatakot pero madali lang yan. Okay, let's try another example. Gawin natin k of x is equal to negative 5 square root of 2. Again, although this looks a bit more complicated than the rest of the examples, this is still a constant function. Bakit? Kasi wala siyang variable na kasama. And we know that square root of 2 has an exact value. So, ibig sabihin, we can still make use of the constant rule. So, ibig sabihin, ano ang derivative ng k of x? That is still 0. O, diba? Madali lang. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me a message via Neo. And please click on the next video for the discussion of the next rule.